So I'm here with Mr. Kerrith Brown. It's president of International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here on this great occasion to be part of a fantastic evening of mixed martial arts.
Let's just say something about KSW. Why are you here and why are you a guest at this federation?
I'm a guest of Martin, obviously, from KSW, and obviously our interest is to develop the federation. And obviously I met Martin in terms of him approaching IMMAF in terms of developing mixed martial arts in Poland. So there are many federations in Poland. We're in talks to make sure that we get the best out of Poland in terms of the amateur development for future amateurs to develop into making that transition from amateur to professional. So just go back to 2014, we had Polish representatives in the IMMAF World Championships where we had Alex Rola and also Martin Kalata, who have taken medals at the last World Championships, and only recently in Romania that we had Eric Walalski, who took a gold medal in the under-18. So we're looking to really cement that and look at the development from a grassroots perspective in MMA in Poland.
How many countries is still in IMMAF?
We currently have about 110 national federations globally across 5 continents. Obviously it's one of the fastest growing sports, and our job is to really develop the grassroots development of mixed martial arts and working with the right people to make sure that we have the right representation to develop in terms of its transparency, its in terms of being able to make sure that the amateurs are being developed into proper athletes going forward into making their professional debut.
If somebody asks you about the main goal of IMMAF, what would it be?
Our main goal, our vision is obviously to be included in the Olympic Games. That's our long-term vision. We have aspirations to make that happen. We look beyond 2028, 2032. So the next generation of athletes, this is the important work where the national federations and the international federations have to do that work at the grassroots. So this year, for the first time, we have the World Championships for under-18, from 12 to under-18, with no headshots, and that'll be the first World Championships for mixed martial arts developed from the grassroots perspective.
When you see those young people fighting in IMMAF, what do you think about them? What future do you see before them?
I see a massive future ahead of them in terms of culturally changing them and also making them better athletes and representing their country at the highest level. For me, I had the opportunity of going to an Olympic Games, so I know what it means to the athletes and I know what it means to the coaches, and I know how proud they will be to represent their country. So for us, doing that groundwork in terms of that base and working with the national federation, especially somebody coming into Poland, it's a fantastic journey for us to see the developments of those young athletes that will make that transition from going from amateur and then going to professional and coming on just a show like KSW.
Sir, could you tell us what future do you see before our Polish MMA? You know how hard it is to build an MMA here in Poland, but also we've got a lot of professional fighters from here fighting in UFC, and also we've got a lot of young people that are interested in mixed martial arts. So what do you think about these people, about the level of MMA here in Poland?
I'm very impressed with the level of fighters that are in Poland, especially coming from a professional level and then obviously transcending into the amateur scene. So again, it's important to get the right people to work to develop the grassroots. Unfortunately, MMA was born, and I always like to use the analogy of a pyramid. It was born upside down, and we're trying to do as the governing body to change the pyramid to build it so it's facing upright. So building the foundations, building the next level from coach development to judging and in terms of their development, and building the sport from the ground is very important from our perspective as the International Federation and also from the National Federation. So it's great to work with the right people to make sure that they represent. So having the opportunity to engage with in terms of Martin and being able to have that dialogue and trying to build with the future generation of other federations that are obviously want to be part of that is obviously great for us as an international federation. So really, I think the future is really great in Poland for the development of from an amateur perspective and also from an international perspective, and they have some great fighters as well. And it's great to see tonight in terms of the athletes that are competing tonight.
As a part of mixed martial arts world, you can always say that you might be preferring show or fighting. Less show, more fighting, or maybe more show, more fighting. What do you choose?
Well, for me, as the international body, it's all about the development of the amateur athletes. So we find, we call them competitors. Do you know what I mean? In terms of players that are coming through that natural pathway. So from as early as 12 years old, now being able to compete at that level, right the way through to when they make their transition from amateur to professional. So, we like to call them as competitors and players that are a part of that pathway.
Okay, Mr. Kerrith Brown, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure, and I look forward to an amazing evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.